Alright, what up, chat? There we are. Hello, hi, how's it going? Alright, we're looking good on the phone, we're looking good on the TV here, we're looking good on the camera. Hello, hi, how's it going? So yeah, welcome to a, random Wednesday stream. I know, right? Crazy. Crazy to think that I would be live right here on a Wednesday. Crazy, right? Let me make sure I am on the right one. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfecto. Right. Well, hello. How's it going? I've said that twice, but there we go. Right. So, as you know, well, probably may not know this, but I am a Millionaire fan. I don't think you knew that, but you now know, and because because I've told you it. And obviously, I'm a gamer. We're all gamers, right? And today, I thought in this live stream / video, because it's gonna be a video, probably. I thought that today we would talk about a very well-known game that is pretty much known if you're around the Millionaire community, then you would know of this game. You whether you love the game, you hate the game, or you just flat out never heard of it. I hope today that this video brings you joy. It brings you happiness. It brings you informative information. And my brain, my POV, my brain doesn't know how to work correctly. Right, let's plug first and foremost of course we need to make sure. Oh, hello. Okay, cool. Alright. Right. So let's go ahead and get ourselves started here immediately, exactly now. So let's see, there we are, there's the beautiful PowerPoint presentation that I have made in less than a few days because I am not a very creative person. Hold tight, get ready, strap yourselves in, brace yourselves, it's the macros game rant. Yes, we are SCTV, welcome in. This is definitely going to be more or less a live stream for the Millionaire fans of them all. Alright. No, I don't want to open X. Now, this live stream, yes, I'll probably be ranting, but that's just me anyways. What you won't expect is a very unfiltered live stream. If you want the unfiltered version, go watch Idaho's live stream. Alright, let me go ahead and full screen this PowerPoint here. Let me make sure it looks good on the stream so you lot can see it. Come on. Any day now. Yeah, welcome in, by the way. Hope you're all doing well. I probably might have used the wrong thing in stupid OBS. I'm probably just gonna capture the whole screen here. Give me a moment right here. Oh yeah, I should probably no. There we go. Yeah, I should probably have did that before, but oh well. Display capture. There we go. Right, that's what I want to capture anyways. There we go. Boom. Right. And what now? Why is chat all the way down there? I'm gonna have to sort some stuff in OBS. Right. Alright, give me positive that when I go full screen, you go full screen. The stream goes full screen. Why is it like that? Okay. Yay, the most scuffed up stream of the century, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Yeah, let's go to the second monitor here. Yeah, look, it's the OBS screen. Right. What is this game? This, you will actually find out pretty soon. There we go. And also, hi. Now, before I start talking, I wanna do some housekeeping rules, first and foremost. Let's not be weird in the chat, please and thank you. The Mario Kart stream, for whatever the hell just happened, got super weird and all that other stuff. So let's try and keep it more real, more sensible this time around, because we don't want to be weirding out new people who come into these streams. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. Just don't be weird in chat, and that's about it. I've got nothing against you. There's nothing wrong with you. Just to let you know, just don't be weird. Do let me know if my voice sounds good, and if you can see the screen and whatnot. I'm reading chat right here on my phone, so if you're wondering why I keep looking here, it's because the chat is there, so it makes it easier then to read. Now, do note as well, if anyone in chat does appear as well, if I'm talking about something, I'll probably take some time to then read chat and all that other stuff. So, what will the next live be? If you check it, you will see what the next live will be. I did post this as well on my community tab as well, which you should definitely check out as well. I have been posting actually quite a lot on recently. Right, so class, welcome. I hope you're ready to learn. I hope you're ready to hear me rant and rave about this game. If Idaho was here right now, he probably would be here. If you don't know who he is, he's just my online friend. In case you didn't know that, but anyways, right, get your iPads, get your phones, whatever you have. You're gonna be taking some notes today as you learn all about. So welcome everybody. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the 2020 game, published by Macroys, developed by Appeal Studios, and also and the other developer that also worked on this game. this released, well, you'll find out soon, but this game is quite infamous, to say the least. And today, in this video, I thought today we would go ahead and look at this game and what the hell went wrong with this game. Because seriously, like... what the hell went wrong? You know? What went wrong with this game? Well, throughout this entire video, you're gonna be learning about that. So you're gonna be learning. You're going to be taking notes. I sound like a teacher when I say that, but I don't really. But oh well. Who wants to be a $1? Well, that would be reasonable. I would only have to answer one question. So, in case you don't know what Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is, I'm going to take a guess, possibly more or less all of you might know. But if you don't know, then let me just quickly run this down. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire started in the UK in September 4th, 1998. It's a quiz show, 4 choices. There's basically 15 questions, 3 lifelines. If you get all of them, then you'll basically win. That was the show. Then in 2000, a game based on the same title was released for the original PlayStation, PC, and Sega Dreamcast. Now, obviously, I have also gone into detail as well about, I think briefly into Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the tier list video. Definitely check that out as well. If it appears in the live chat, definitely check that out when you can. But over the course of Millionaire's existence, video game adaptations of this game basically started to come out. And Gotham, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. You are in my classroom right now as I talk to you all about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, this game, if you've seen it. And then, so as you know, there's been plenty of Millionaire games. It's been pretty much everywhere, all that stuff. I appreciate you putting the rules in there, but please just remember you aren't a moderator. But I respect you for doing that. Thank you very much. But just for future reference. Right. So I wanna start off with, because we all know you can buy this game right now, and in fact the screenshot you're looking at is literally the US version. So how did we get here? How did we honestly get here? Like, what was life like before this terrible game existed? There's a hint. It all started with a year called 2020. Now, 2020, as much as many people would like to forget that year exists and think 2021 is where it actually started, 2020, whether we like to admit that it doesn't exist, it did exist. James, how many of the 30 like DLC question packs were actually released? I don't know. I could probably check that on Steam later on. In fact, there's the tier list video where I do go into ranking all of this, and it kind of also, after as well, the Idaho live stream, it kind of also sparked to do my own kind of live stream on this as well. And kind of run in order of events as well. So this is, unlike that stream where order of events pretty much didn't exist, this one I've actually prepared and actually tried to find the order of events in this one. Anyways, it's 2020. What a year to start the new decade, eh? What a year to start the new decade by having absolutely nothing happened. As you all know, I've also inserted a meme as well. We were all bored. We were all bored AF. Let's just say that right here, right now. We were bored. You know, events were cancelled. Family and friends, you know, meetups weren't possible. Lockdowns, vaccines, masks. You know, just basically take anything you know about 2020 and yeah, destroy it. Obviously, the main big one of 2020 was, you know, the virus. I'm not going to get too much detail into that, but POV, yeah, this is pretty much what we all felt in 2020. An accurate representation of everyone in 2020, bored, so that means we were watching a lot more Netflix, a lot more YouTube, Amazon Prime, whatever. Idaho, welcome in, my friend. This is definitely going to be a great stream for you to watch as well, Idaho, because we did do one on Idaho's channel as well, and I'm definitely going to make sure to post it. These guys literally released like a 700 DLC question for 3 years, whereas I wrote 80 questions in 2 weeks for a local quiz, you know, and then to do it amateur. Fair enough. Well then, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, this is the first meme. There's not going to be a whole lot of memes, but I just thought I'd insert this anyways. Also, I did another meme. POV, McElroy is having to put up with this crap for like the 10th millionth time this week. Bottom text. So yeah, this one is pretty much just accurately representing. I can't speak. Representing. Why can I not say this? You get the point. You get the point. You get the point. Basically, this is how McElroy's probably feel about me doing this stream. Anyways, now that I've memed, let's actually get on to the actual thing. Please do note anything you put in, anything silly you put in chat. Please just remember it will get deleted if it's just outright silly. So please refrain from doing that. It's such good England, James. Yes. I knew as well, Idaho, this would definitely be the stream. It's the stream that you will definitely be sticking around for a lot longer than any other streams. It's a song, okay, fair enough. But just I just thought I need to mention that. Anyways, how did we get here? But actually, for real this time, okay. How did we get here? Well, it started with this image. Now, obviously, I've included the image to better, you know, just help you fully understand where this is going. If you look at the image, you know, and you'll just see like a bunch of games that I'm pretty sure children of like the age of 5 would probably enjoy. But in this image, there is one particular certain logo. That image speaks for itself, yeah. All this image alone could speak for the majority of how screwed up the Macroids game is. If you look at one part of it, so right where the Professor Rubik's brain fitness is, you'll see this. You'll see a familiar logo. Who wants to be a millionaire? I know, crazy, right? Whoa! Another millionaire game from a company that we've never heard of? Crazy, right? And, yeah, so, I know, crazy, right? Now, if we go back to the image, you'll see, if you can see on the stream, there's a link. There's a link on your screen right there. In fact, let me put the cursor right here. If you can see that, if we open that up, and how lovely. Alright, time to put the image, time to put this up here. July 28th, Macroids unveils its Q4 2020 lineup. So basically, you know, this is the first time I'm pretty sure every Millionaire fan has heard of this company. But before that, no one ever heard of this company. To give you TLDR, basically what it's saying is just young gamers are eager to play some of these games, but you know, there's also one particular game that is definitely going to catch the interest of many, and that is obviously Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, at the time, so this is here. If you ever want to read it as well, I can put it in the chat as well. If you ever want to. So, anyways, now let me give you my before release thoughts. When that was announced, I was actually, you know, rather excited because it's been so many years since we've not had a new Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. Pretty much forever, you know, like, and here's the thing, right? Like, what could they do? I mean, like, think about it, right? We have the Nintendo Switch, we have the Xbox One, we have the, you know, we have the PS4, we have the PC, right? Obviously, 2020, this was way before the PS5 came out as well, so thought I'd mention that as well. What could they do? Can they take these brilliant, these brilliant, like, sets from IRL, and can they accurately recreate that in video game form, right? Now, the last game that was released, where's the chat above me? Is it not showing up? It is there, because I've moved it up there. Let me also put the alerts at the top as well. You cannot see it? No? Maybe if I refresh it. I don't know. I have no idea why that is not why the chat is not showing. Definitely gonna have to Well, I guess I'm gonna have to probably have to do it the next time when I do the Mario Kart stream. Fingers crossed. Maybe Stream Elements is probably down or something, because that's what I used to just show the on-screen chat. Anyways, but that's not important. That's not important right now. Chat, the on-screen chat is the least of my concern. We're focusing on the presentation. Now, the last Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. Now, granted, this is going by Europe release, and not not really American one. Even though, like literally just earlier, like I showed you this. Anyways, the last Millionaire game to be released that you cannot find as well, mind you. Was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Special Editions, released all the way back in 2011. Which is essentially pretty much what the 2020 game would be, except it's so many years earlier. And for whatever reason, like, still even to this day, we still don't understand the reason as to why this game was delisted off Steam. You know, so yeah. So that's the last Millionaire game that we know of. I mean, granted, there's also you know, the 2012 Shuffle game as well. Kind of disappointing. Gonna be honest, did anyone care about that? Not really. Millionaire Special Editions had to be the inspiration for this of this game, but this was so much better because it was really well made, and the questions and the ones that were easier. Yeah. Will I play the game on stream? If this stream gets, I don't know, 10 likes, sure. The graphics were just average for a 2011 standards, but better than the game from 2020. Yeah, the fact that the 2020 game's graphics just looked like it was just like from what, 2013, 2014. Please do refrain from making alternative accounts. I know you're not going to do that, but I just thought I'd mention it anyways. Please also please try and refrain from just filling the chat with like stuff that people can just read anyways. Thank you. And the biggest moveset and actually had expressions. Yeah, the only thing that the 2011 this 2011 game didn't have was more suspenseful music, and the host was just meh. Kind of, me and Idaho have this like running joke as well. Idaho, Idaho Gamer 26, if he's still here, we say that the host looks like a Felix Schofield as well. If you don't know who he is, you don't need to know. Right. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about reveal images. Now, I haven't been able to find the actual true reveal images, so the images I'm going to be showing you are just taken directly from the Steam page for this game, but it will give you somewhat of an accurate representation of how this game was revealed. You also love how the contestant graphics changed according to the question category, like in South Park. I've also noticed on the monitor, just to go completely off topic here, we'll get back onto it in a bit. I don't know. I've also noticed on the question as well. If you look very closely, I don't know if you can or not. If you look very closely, the what answer B is always highlighted on the monitor. Now, granted, it's just a image plastered onto a monitor, and I also like the fact that it's just the whole screen on both sides as well. I always find that funny. Wow, 48 slides. Well, you're in for the ride, anyways. That there's 48 friggin' slides of this, so you're in for a treat. Anyways, this is what Who Wants to Be a Millionaire first, like, you could say, reveal images looked like. Like, what the bloody hell is this? What am I looking at first and foremost? Anyways, these are the reveal images. Again, I couldn't find the actual ones, but just pretend for the sake of this presentation that they are. It's you pretty much pretty much all of this is pretty much like what am I? What is this? Like, what, first of all, in this image, the timer is down here. Now, the timer did move in the final version as well. Don't have an image to prove that, but just trust me anyways. Then we also have, like, the US version, which originally used this as the background before it changed to the other one. Before it changed to, like, the Season 2 background. But you get my point. Also, the on-screen graphics as well, they're not the original versions. These are clearly just recreated. Like, literally. Like, you can 100% see everything is just recreated and not really original. This is like your... And another thing this does also reveal as well about the money tree is, and this is the most annoying thing that I am going to talk about as well in the rant, as well. The fact that the currency, like you can see right there, the currency is on the wrong side. Now, if you know, in France, usually the euros is on that side anyway, so it's colloquially correct for that country. But for others, that it's not. The non-transparent money tree overlaying the question graphics is vomiting-inducing. I think maybe because someone must have just pressed the button to make the money tree like slide. As well, and then this one as well is like, you know, choosing your category. But also, if you notice as well, which we can use this image as the example, you'll notice the background is not really the background that you probably have seen the show use, if you've ever seen. Mind you, this is an official product as well. Let me just say this. This is an officially licensed, like, Sony gave the license to them to make this game. It has the music, everything like that. This is like this is no fan made or anything. But even though, like, this game is clearly like this literally just looks like a fan made like someone like this feels like a college kid's like first attempt at creating Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like and even programming like controller buttons and whatnot. Also, why was the clock so big? It's even badly upscaled, as you can see. Yeah, I've also noticed as well. You probably won't be able to see it, but like the clock is also like not even placed like just 1 millimeter inch away from the actual question graphic as well. If you see that. But yeah, if you notice the background as well, clearly it's not the background you've seen. If you're around the Millionaire community, you will obviously know what that is. But yeah. Anyways, so then Macroids goes ahead and shares more details on the game, when it will release, what to expect in the game, and just a whole lot of nothing, a whole bunch of garbage. That's what it is. But I did include one thing from this article as well. Again, if you do want to, if you're ever interested in reading this, feel free to say in chat if you want me to put the link in. I can go ahead and do that. But one thing I wanted to quote from that article was, hi Estes Gamer 123, welcome in. Is a game for everyone to play. Would be. What the hell is this English? You can also, by the way, Macroids is a French company, so clearly English was not their first language when they say that. But like, I've not changed this, by the way. I've not changed this quote. This is exactly how the quote. This is exactly how it was on the article. Like, I've not changed anything. I've not even tried to correct it. This is how it is. A game for everyone to play would be, would it be solo or with up to 99 players? 99 players. Now, I want you to remember this quote for later, so, note it down, keep it in your head. 99 players, top punchline of the year. Top punchline of 2020, for that correction. But, yeah. Awful, like, English Macroids. Get people to actually write your articles in proper, like, hire proper English people to write your articles in English. I mean, it's not hard. A Battle Royale mode on a trivia game is hilarious. I know, the fact that they tried to advertise this game with a 99 player Battle Royale, it's so stupid. You gotta go, no worries, we'll catch you later, see yous. I mean, I can also go ahead and just open up the website as well, just so you can see as well. If you are in a dark room right now, this will be blinding you. So yeah, basically just talks about how October 2020, how this game will be released on October 29th in Europe and November in this is developed by PL Studios, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Obviously will be available worldwide. Don't know why it would be available worldwide when clearly it's only including 6 sets and 6 virtual studios of that kind. It makes 0 sense. But and then you can see that there is exactly the quote that I took from this article. Is that your final answer? Well, it would be my final answer if you actually, knew how to English correctly. Games still haven't reached 99 buyers, imagine. All of them being online at the same time. Now here's the thing, in a recent update to this game, it did go down from 99 players to, I believe, 50 players. Might need to be fact checked on that, but you know, it is what it is. Also remember that this game is region specific, so you must have 99 players of your same country online. Yeah, that I think in the game, to counter argue that, there is a thing that you can play internationally, so anyone who had like a different version of the game, like say if I had the European version and I wanted to play with someone who's in like America, that is possible, by the way. It is possible. But yeah, anyways, it's not even Fortnite. Yes, it is not even Fortnite. Like, I don't even know what the developers were thinking when they were developing this. Like, okay, what's cool right now in the world of gaming? Oh, Battle Royale is cool. Let's add this to a trivia game. So stupid. And plus, this is a developer these are like developers who probably were being a little bit too ambitious for their own good. Anyways, so you know, if you want to read that for yourself, I mean, I've pretty much showed you it, but you know, if you ever want to read it in detail, you can. Anyways, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Anyway, so the game releases. The game releases in Europe, as it said, October 29th, 2020. The box arts I'm showing, by the way, are the US ones. It doesn't really matter what the box art looks like in any other country. It's practically the same, just with the different logo and translation and yada yada yada. This is the US one because, you know, it's easier to do US ones because, you know, I've got more of an American audience with that. I got more of an American audience with that. So yeah, October 29th in Europe, and then in the USA, November 17th of, you know. So I don't know why the US had to. I don't know why the US had to wait like a whole month before they got their chance to play. I don't think. Well, a month and then a few weeks. Lovely. I don't believe this is actually. I believe this is the case, but you might have to correct me on this. But the game was released earlier in France. Don't know if that was true or not. I think I might have just copied the date from that article and thought that was when the French version released. But anyways, here is what the game actually looks like. And shout out to Idaho because, you know, just borrowing his image, it'll pretty much be like zero difference no matter like whose video it is. It's like virtually zero difference. But this is what the game looked like at launch. Pretty much the French version, but for whatever reason, just unnecessary details are just added, and obviously, you know, as I said in my pre-one, like, you know, were they going to actually do it? Here's your answer. Here is your answer. No, they didn't. And then here's just a screenshot from my video. This was the only video for that didn't have a webcam, so makes it easier for screenshotting. You can see my You can clearly see my YouTube logo, like literally right here. Visit to Charlie. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Excuse me. Couple of things I want to say about, well, specifically the Switch version. The Switch console fans, for whatever reason, on its very first version, like 1.0, okay? 1.0. The fans, for whatever reason, just revved up. Like, you can't hear it, but like my laptop fans are clearly at its highest fan speed right now. It's pretty much that sound that you can't hear is pretty much accurate to how it was on the Switch when it was on its first 1.0 version. I wish there was a way I could just record the whole just game on its first version to make it easier for you to understand, but unfortunately, not really the case. Oh well. But yes, for whatever reason, the Switch version, the console fans, for whatever reason, just revved up, and you know, all that other stuff. I have no idea why or any of that, but luckily a patch did go out. Another thing as well about the Switch version, which I'm going to just reuse this screenshot again. If you look in the background, that is exactly how the Switch version was, because they didn't patch in the actual correct background. The changed Switch game costs like £2, and it's better than this. This was full price, by the way. 10. Okay, nowhere is. You're good. Yeah, this was full price. Now, full price as in like this is not like $60. Like, let's make sure that that's perfectly clear. This was not a $60 like game. If it was $60, I'm pretty sure people would have like stayed well away from this game. Like $60 for this piece of junk, like who could justify that if that was the case? Luckily, I believe it was like $30. I think. I want to say it was $30 or of that some kind. Oh well. But yeah, the background you can see right there. Now you may be wondering. Pardon me. If you're wondering, why the background just looks like that, that was literally just how the Switch version was. And yeah, one of the things this game also had, which still has, by the way, is a online mode where you can go online and battle against, like, you know, all other people around the world and see if, you know, you can become a much better millionaire souvenir, let's say, than, you know, like any other player. Now, as you can see, the quote is back because I told you to remember that quote. If you try to go online, okay, now I did add this note as well that this was before the patch that reduced it to make it easier for people to online, because apparently the online infrastructure for this game was clearly just does not exist. Apparently back in 2020, apparently the online infrastructure was just god awful. No matter if you choose the international or you choose just your own country, you will not find anybody. Period. Full stop. You will not find anybody. Okay? Think about that. This game advertises 99 players. You couldn't even find anybody. What's the point? What is the point? Right? What is the point of it anyways? Like, I mean, at the end of the day as well, like, you're primarily going to be playing this game offline. Like, with friends and family, if they also care to, you know, have a game with you. Because I know I'm a Millionaire fan, and I know there are definitely people out there that are definitely, you know, Millionaire fans among them. Just the fact that it was just not even possible to find, like, anyone playing, let alone that if you wanted to play online, like, let alone 99 players, okay? Let alone 99 players, that means 99 people would have had to purchase this game, have it in their console as either a physical or digital game, or on PC, and hope for the best that they find someone playing. Giant waste of time, just like this game. Alright, that was the original version. Obviously, as you know, as we go on, it's only just gonna start spiraling down from there. So enjoy. Do give me a moment. Alright. I am back. Alright, so let's go ahead and just get started. At least they realized for a while that they were too ambitious. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I do agree. I think having 99 players was, especially for a game that was clearly just trying to chase a trend, too ambitious. Especially, I think the studio, Peel's studio, was probably like an indie studio, so yeah, way too ambitious. They tried, and they failed. Yes, they did. They did, Idaho. They tried and failed epically, so much so that an online patch had to be... Well, online patch, I mean, an update patch had to be sent, reducing that down. Which I honestly think is definitely a lot better, and I personally think 50 players should have just been what it was. Hell, it could have just been 10, and then the lobby just changes. Anyways, 2021. What a year, eh? 2021 was the year that, yes, the virus, still around. I mean, it's still around even today. Not as much though. And what a way for, you know, Macroids to just come out with something, okay? Okay, so imagine this, right? Who wants to be a millionaire on the PS5? We already know what Millionaire looks like on the PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PC. Graphically, it does not look impressive. How the hell are they going to bring this game with increased amount of questions to a PS5 console? Like, they would have to do something cool, something ambitious. Something that will really make you feel like this is a true PS5 Millionaire generation. So yes, so let me just bring it to, okay? This is Millionaire. That's a PS5. Okay? It released November 30th, 2021. This game is known as New Edition. And this boasts, instead of 4,000 questions in the game, there are now 8,000 questions in the game. Which is just like, what, roughly 3,000 additional new questions added? Now take a guess. Now, to take a guess, did they actually listen? Did they actually listen to the criticism, make the game better, actually make proper studios this time around, fix the stuff that people were having issues with last time with that game? You still have the photo from the release date. Porting the same game to a different console from PS4 to PC, for example, is both for profit and for ethic. Porting the same game goes for the next gen console, PS4, PS5, is just a stupid move. It is. It literally is. Now, okay, have we like take a guess? Has anything changed? Nothing changed? Ta-da! Yeah. All they've changed was so minor things, okay? For one, I think by this time on New Edition they fixed where the money amount is. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think this is where they've actually fixed it. Wow, look at that thing of beauty. Not, yeah. The stairs now actually now exist, apparently. Yay, good on them. The facial expressions also did kind of change a bit in this game, and we have the more detail on the floor as well with the lights. Voice acting, by the way, between both versions has practically not changed. Like, it's literally, it has not changed. Like, you would think if, like, this is on the PS5, mind you. A standard PS5 game looks so much better than this. Like, I don't know, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West, any other games that you can possibly think of, that was released on the PlayStation 5. This literally just looks like they just made the most small amount of changes and did absolutely nothing else. James, I know you want to say more stranger words. Let me say this, Idol. And if you don't like swearing, just cover your ears for a second. This game is bullshit. Anyways. Here's the US version. It's the US version. I mean, also notice as well that the Money Tree background is also now the Season 2 version. It's obviously an image, but it was better than what we saw then. If we go back to that first one, also, there is a note that says, this will be seen again, which is true. Because in 2022. So we're now getting to the year that things have like started opening up, and you know things that were getting like, I guess, sort of back on track. Sort of. I say that in those terms. Yeah. We get the first proper DLC for this game. If you think rebranding of what we saw earlier as an upgrade changes or makes it any better, no, because apparently this is just this. The deluxe upgrade basically just gives you New Edition. That's it. Now, also back on New Edition as well, they did also add some additional question packs that you can also use if you do have the if you do have it. So basically, this is New Edition in disguise. They just renamed it to Deluxe Upgrade to disguise the fact that this is just New Edition. Now, granted, Macroids have gone on to say that this would be released, like New Edition, these new additional stuff would be coming to all the other consoles, so it begs the question. So it begs the question, like, what's the point of putting it on PS5? Like, the game, you already have the PS4 version already. Why could you not have just waited until you've done this? Why did you feel the need to release a separate edition on just one console? One console! And then there were all the DLC packs that were supposed to have released in 2020. Yes, in fact, let's talk about the first roadmap. Alright? Let's talk about the first friggin' roadmap. With the deluxe upgrade on PC, the PS5 version is useless. Like, well, not just PC, Idaho. Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. They also got that as well. Now, granted, if you played this on, I believe, PS4 Pro and Xbox Series, they probably look Series. I mean Xbox One X. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, if you played it on let's say then the new consoles like the Series XS and PS5, and you played the let's say you played the PS4 version on the PS5, and you had that, you're then the PS5 version just makes less sense as to why it exists. Anyways, here's the first roadmap, by the way. Now let's talk about this because this is important to understand, okay? So if you all know, if you've been on Steam recently or have been on any other storefront, you would have seen like a bunch of new DLC packs being released for the game. Do not buy them, by the way. They're totally just not worth it for a game that just look like, you know, utter garbage. Let's talk about the first roadmap. Now, obviously, as you can see, this is pretty much just, you know, them outlining what they're going to be doing for the rest of the year with this game. So June 2022 was the release of the I'm not even going to call this the deluxe upgrade. This is just essentially just New Edition again. So June 2022, New Edition got released on other platforms as well as the PS4. This includes, you know, everything pretty much pretty much from New Edition. So there you go. And then you obviously in the new edition, you know, you got fast game mode, various corrections, yada yada yada. It's all talk to them. But then in August of 2022, we would get a patch that would add NBA pack of 150 questions. What was that in 2022? And US movie pack, also 150 questions. Again, where the hell was that? For DLC, we would get both movie packs for 80s and 90s. It happened like it probably got released like literally like this pretty much this year, or I think last year, whenever it was. September would see another patch, would add Smurfs, you know, same number, and then Tintin pack, also same number, and then DLC would add Idaho's least favourite thing to try and even answer. Like literally, he would literally like probably have come into the set, sit down, saw a geography question, get it wrong, he's out. and he's also gone on to say that on his own stream as well. So yeah, geography. Oh god, geography. I love it. I mean, you've gone on to say it anyways, Idaho. So just watch his stream and find the context for him saying those lines. Space Conquest pack, 150 questions. So there you go. Jesse Krill Incorporated. Credit me for finding this roadmap as well as the following roadmap for Idaho stream. Yeah, you did. You did do that. I mean, I think Idaho had the high quality ones. I mean, I did try to find this original roadmap in its original quality. The only one I was able to find was like a stupidly low quality version. You get the point. But also welcome in, by the way. If I haven't said welcome in, now that I have. Do you see the roadmap? Okay, forgot it because nothing of that really happened. You're basically right. All of that, all of 2022, with a whole bunch of nothing except for the deluxe DLC upgrade. Its new edition. October 2020 would see another patch, Hitchcock pack, Macroids video game pack. Now, we still don't know what this will be. This could just easily be, you know, like various of games Macroids has published over the time, and they're going to be writing questions about games that, if you know about certain Macroids games, you probably would have likely had to have known them. DLC would give us 300 questions for Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. Now, depending on how you interpret this, you know, can vary. To me, this could easily just be like, okay, like, for example, I have the PC version, and I also have the Switch version. I guess if I had the Xbox version as well, and stuff. So this could easily just be interpreted as, like, 3 DLC that will be released on only the console that you are playing the game on. So, like, let's say if I have the Switch version, I'll get the Nintendo video game one. H Games the Huvan, if that's how you pronounce your game, welcome in. You spend £2 on an ad-free phone Millionaire game, which looks amazing, yet this is £35 for this shit. Yeah. It's just not good. We'll get more into it a bit, so hold on to your horses. So yeah, it's up for interpretation how you look at that at the very last one in October 2022. Is it interpreted as like all three will be available just on all platforms, or will it just be what? Or if you own this game on specific platforms, like if I had the Switch version, I'll get the Nintendo one. If I had the PC one, I guess I'll get the Microsoft one. If I had a PlayStation 4 or 5, I would get the Sony one. It's really up to interpretation, you know. Like you can also interpret it as well if you want to in chat, how you interpret it as well, because it's not really. It's really up. It's like really up for speculation. Right, yeah, and also let's just be honest. All of this, complete garbage, complete and utter garbage. None of this actually happened, which just goes to show just how much of a dead game this is. But wait! There's more! So hold on to your horses, get ready, because it's time for the second roadmap! Yay! Nobody's cheering, because nobody actually cares about this game. Anyways, here's the second roadmap. This roadmap is... I'm gonna be honest, I personally like this roadmap. I feel like if they tweaked, like, you know, the faded out logo and then the little logo like right here at the top with this one, like, it would have been just like a home run. Like, this second roadmap is like, this is absolutely more worse. Now, this is obviously tried to represent the money tree in that form. My God, what was the point of blurring out the others? I know, like, you could sort of, like, I can tell in the spring one, this one's the Microsoft Games DLC, so there's that. I don't know what the other ones are for 2024, but we'll find out sooner or later. They did post an update on Discord. The next Discord pack will be released was the 70s movies pack. Okay, yeah. And that was... yeah, so it probably would have been that. So, yeah, so this roadmap basically is now trying to be like, hey, do you remember the last roadmap that happened? Just forget that roadmap even happened. This roadmap, this actually happens. And luckily, it seems like they have kind of stuck to the word, and I've actually gone ahead and released. Like, some of it was, like, the 2 were in 2023. The rest is literally just pretty much all throughout this year. I don't know if Macroids is going to release an updated version of this with spring, and then the rest of the 2024 be updated, but we'll find out in due time. Maybe if someone on a on a Millionaire fans board posts it, or if Macroids posts it on their official Twitter account. Now, honestly, this has to be like the worst like designed roadmap you could give for a second version of this as well. This is the second roadmap as well. It's so awful. It's so I'm not sorry, but this is absolutely worse. The first roadmap looked so much better than this. Like honestly, full stop. Like, full stop. Alright. I thought now that we've talked about somewhat of like what happened throughout the years, and also in order of like how we got here. So that's basically how we got there. My thoughts. What is my thoughts on the game? Done on Microsoft Paint 2007. Love it. My thoughts. Let's just. The best way to put this is it's not positive. It's actually not very good. This is absolutely the worst Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game to have ever released. Even in 2020, like, yes, I know 2020 was, like, you know, we all had to stay at home, so working from home had to obviously be a thing, and so video game development probably also contributed to this matter, but, like, and I know this is, like, you know, this was probably made by a bunch of, like, you know, made by an indie studio, but, like, what they fail to recognize with this game is just how big Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as a franchise as a whole. Like, you are literally slapping the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire name onto this game and selling it as an official new licensed product for the new decade of 2020. And you blew it. You cannot make this up, right? Like, how do you epically, like, make one version of the game, which was the French version, good, and then you make the rest of the versions just utter garbage? Mind you, as well, the Spanish and Italian versions don't even have proper, like, dub as well. Micros doesn't get how massive the Millionaire franchise is. Exactly. That is literally the case, and I mean that's why I mentioned it. Macroids, Appeal Studios and Balio Studios don't understand just how, like, you are playing with fire if you are touching the Millionaire, like, name. Like, look, now the Millionaire, like, IRL Millionaire, like, you know, it's going strong. Like, especially in the UK, it's still going strong. Playing that name into a video game that looks like this, you have completely tarnished your own reputation and this game's own reputation. This game's reputation was already destroyed from the very first time that the screenshots were released. You are playing with fire, Macroids. This looks like an esports student's first project. I mentioned this as well, Idol, that this was, like, literally a college kid's first project of making Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. I mean, I don't know how many college kids are even like the show. I hope there's college kids that like it, because then it just shows just how well loved this franchise is. Again, Macroids was playing with fire, and they lit themselves on fire. They burnt it to ground. They burned it to the ground with this game. Why is this game? Why is this game bad? I don't know why I put it that way. I swear my English is not that bad. But why is it bad? Well, if you haven't heard already, well, it's just the set, it's just the questions, it's just the overall presentation of how they did this game. The host is generic. The contestants just don't have a lot of human emotion and movement and all that stuff, and also, like, the monitor as well. If you noticed as well, if you've ever paid attention to when it's on the host, this game, honestly, when this was announced, this could have been a smash hit. You know, this could have been a smash hit that, you know, breaks new boundaries, sets new standards. No, we get this. I mean, the DLC are about new questions, which is the easiest DLC one could possibly make, unlike something like characters or studio sets, yet they managed to fail it. Here's the thing, like, I wouldn't expect them to do it. I wouldn't expect them to just make the sets as DLC. I would have expected them to have at least done it by probably new editions because of the criticism that they were getting, you know? So, yeah. Don't get me started on the bad voice acting. The bad voice acting this is what makes this game just so much more hilarious, and that's why it also is bad for a reason. And yeah, Macroids were very kind calling you bad you. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I saw that on Twitter, and I was like, is this your response? Like, what are you trying to say to me? Like, you're making no sense. Get an official, like, hire people in English-speaking countries to run your English Macroids account or whatever. It's a hit with a capital 5. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the reason why, you know, why this game is so bad. Now, obviously, you could say this is the end of the presentation, but because I want to keep your attention for a lot more longer, so before you go, before you hit the like button, before you hit the subscribe button and leave, before you know, start talking in the Discord again about, wow, James's new live stream about the Macroids game was so awesome, I had to share it in the Discord, oh my god, don't know what that was, but you get the point. Anyways, here we go. Alright. Here are my alternative solutions. Now, I don't have the other one as well, but these are some, you know, these are two alternatives to the, you know, to that god-awful shit game. The Apple TV and macOS game. This was also 2020 as well. And I played this game. Man, it's so good. This version should have been what the actual console and PC game should have been from the very start. Like, what you're looking at there is literally what, like, this is a home run. What you saw earlier was not a home run. The game is like, what, £5 on Apple TV and macOS. What I like about this game is it is literally more faithful. Like, the developers have actually made this game a lot more faithful with this one. Now, granted, there are some weird quirks with this. Like, for example, why the hell is the logo on the video floor? Don't know what's up with that, but you do you. The set just looks so amazing. The graphic, like, now granted, it's very minimal on what you can do in this game, but you're probably going to be playing this game anyways. It's like, does anyone really care? My second, I can't speak. My second one is the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Champions that was recently, released, and is obviously still available. And I hope this obviously does replace the macOS version, because I think this definitely is more of the definitive version of this version. What I like about this one is it's obviously using the same set, so, you know, same set as this one, but the colours are definitely different, but they've also gone ahead and improved on top of it as well. And you also have, like, champions. It's literally £2. the Macros game is like £35 or $30. This game is £2 or what, $3 in USD? I don't know. I love this game. I personally think this is the best Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. A £2 app is much better than a £35 game. What does that say? Or even like a what? I think this was like £5 on the macOS one. But yeah, £2, £5, literally £35. What does that say about? What does that say about, you know, your game, right? If I was anyone, if you were looking for a nice Millionaire game to play, definitely get this on iOS and Android, or get this if you happen to have a Mac computer or Apple TV. Let's see, what do we have in chat? Champions is on the same level as the second edition. Yes, that's also another thing. If you want classic Chris Tarrant era Millionaire, definitely get the PS2 game as well. And yeah, that kind of brings us where we are today with this game. This game is a dumpster fire. This game is awful. This game should have never released. I mean, it should have had more time in the oven to probably like make a better version. Like I said, like Champions, already a home run. macOS game, already a home run. This game, not a home run. Like literally, this game ain't a home run. I mean, look, you can look at it two ways, right? You could say this is sad because, you know, you could probably tell that some developers probably tried to care, but then like, you know, mandates and all that other stuff was just like, ooh, I want you to make sure you have this game ready by October of 2020 and November for the US and all that stuff, and I'm like. Anyways, recommendations just before we finish. If you want to play a better version, play the PS2 game, play the macOS, Apple TV one, play Champions on iOS and Android. If I was sponsored by this game, I would happily, like, you know, I would honestly happily, you know, promote the hell out of this game. Like I could just say so many nice things. I've got so much nice things to say about both of these. I just don't have nice things to say with this. Now, granted, also as well, I know I'm dragging out the runtime here, but you want to hear me talk anyways. What I find funny about this is just the sheer fact that the official Twitter account only promoted this game once when it was 2020, one time for PS5, and another time for the Deluxe DLC. And when Champions released, this game actually got more promoted than the Macros 2020 game, and that says something about how much you really screwed up if the official Twitter account is not even promoting your game, even like what, maybe 3-5 times, you know, to let you know. That just goes to show you just how much the Twitter account just wanted to post, just get. Well, like this is literally like Sony just saying, hey, just make a post, get it over with, and the person behind the Twitter account was like, fine, and then just proceeds to just make a Twitter post saying, introducing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for PS4, PC, Xbox One, Switch, woo! Kill me. Anyways. and then Millionaire Champions just gets more promoted. But yeah, my god, the absolute state of this game. Now, mind you, there are DLC question packs still coming out, so apparently the developers are somewhat still trying to keep this game alive. Kind of wish also during that time when they're doing that DLC, releasing packs, that they could also go ahead and maybe, change up the studios, maybe try and fix the mistakes before it's dead forever. I mean, it's still dead forever anyways, whether you like it or not. And yeah, thank you for coming to my my wannabe TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll come away from this live stream with, me talking about it and appreciating the info and knowledge that I was able to share with you. And yeah, Carlos Aguri, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but hello and goodbye. Yeah, you've just popped in right as I end my TED Talk, my wannabe TED Talk, or homeroom classroom, whatever you want to call it. But thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It was nice having you. That's it. Alright. Where is it? There we go. Alright, well, I hope you all have found that enjoyable. I hope you all have enjoyed it anyways. I know I've enjoyed just even presenting this for you. Yeah, this was this was just a random live stream. I know this was just like out of the blue. Just out of the blue, just here's a presentation that I made literally in a few days. Well, not really a few days, but like less than a few days, let's just say. And yeah. Now, granted, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how the VOD is going to be like for people watching this after, but it is what it is. But I hope you have I hope you'll come away from this stream with some appreciation from me just talking to you. So yeah, I mean, this was literally like, a stream where I talk about a game that's not great rather than playing the game. Now, I will say this before I go. If this stream gets 10 likes or more, I will go ahead and set up a live stream and we'll play the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2020 game by Macroids. So you better get liking. And if you are watching this as a VOD, I hope you also have enjoy watching this. anyways, that is going to do for me. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a like. And, and hey, if you generally do enjoy what I do here, please consider hitting the subscribe button because, come back for more. And, I've got more live streams on the way. Like, literally, over the weekend, there's going to be a Mario Kart stream that I definitely think you lot should all attend. But if you do attend, it's entirely up to you. Anyways, I've had enough now. I'm going to go. So, there we go. Boop. That is it for the stream. Thank you for watching. See ya.